Oh yeah, I think I mentioned in the previous segment that that battery at the start has an expiration date on it that proves that, assuming that this is like Earth and not some planet that somehow exactly resembles Earth, that it expires in March 2010. So either that was an oversight or like it actually does take place like in the present, basically.
And by present, they mean like 2003.
Pretty much.
Either that or
like present when this was released.
Either that or somehow a really old battery was like not disposed of properly, and somehow it didn't get buried. Except it did get buried a little under snow.
Yeah, it got buried like.
I like how I'm just contradicting myself every 5 seconds.
Wait, what are you doing?
Sorry. What are you doing?
I don't know. Who are you? Wait, I picked that thing up. Oh. Yeah, like because they did it totally off screen. I'm like, wait, but yeah, I was throwing.
I love it when that happens.
Throwing white Pikmin on that flower pot to dig that thing up. It wasn't totally random. Poison walls, artificial game blocking devices that would never exist in a real situation.
Well, think about the enemies. It's like evolution. Fuck evolution. We've got huge fire spouting pastry bags with legs.
The best ones are still the floating heads with multicolored balloons that somehow form exploding rocks
out of their gullets. Well, at least it's at least that could be like explained as a self-defense mechanism or something.
But what's with the colorful balloons? Those might not even be the worst. There's also the mechanical walking fish with machine guns mounted on their back.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I still think that's the reason why you're not going to finish the pacifist run. Those things are like...
Yeah, I don't remember that last level at all. I played like a couple minutes of it today because we paid off the debt in Justin's file. By Justin's file, I mean the one that he was supposed to play, and then I ended up doing all of it.
The one that he put his name on. Except he didn't put his name on because there's no name entry.
He would have. Hooray.
Yeah.
Yeah, annoying thing about that will come into play later on is that once you actually do pay it all off, it immediately ends the day. So you have to have it timed perfectly to use every minute of that day.
Yeah, I remember I remember first time playing it, I'm like, wait, what? That there's like I just came out of here and I didn't beat this dungeon yet or cave or whatever the hell I might call it, and I guess it's not that problematic.
Thingy. I gotta say, getting the globe past this was a fun time as well. Actually, it wasn't that bad. If you wander away from it, it goes back into the ground. Ooh, I must have stepped slightly closer to it in order to.
It's like a rave party going on over there.
Yeah, I love when the whistle keeps going during cutscenes. Before we can do that, we must make a bridge for some reason.
It's a bitch getting your Pikmin up onto there. They just fall.
They do?
At least, or at least in my experience, there's always like one or two that fall off, and I'm like, a perfectionist. At least it's better than the first game, because in this game they actually howl around you when you get on a bridge. That's in this game. In the first game they just kind of.
Yeah, I had a problem with that like yesterday or the day before when I was recording day 2 of the first game. Going across a bridge, one of them just randomly falls off it without being seen. And then I hear drowning noises, but I don't see it anywhere. It dies, I don't see the ghost. I'm like, what the hell just happened?
Ghosts. Oh wait, you didn't see a ghost. Invisible ghosts. That's my excuse for everything. invisible ghosts.
Ooh, look, another berry. Let's show the cutscene for it, so that we can see the jello.
It's purple.
I probably should have explained how I got up the moving rocks. You can see what I did there. You know, I don't really need to say anything about it. I'm not sure how you're meant to do those without doing the exploit like I do. I guess you're just supposed...
Which one?
When those rocks where you throw a Pikmin on one and the other one goes up. I think you're just meant to leave one behind.
I think what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to use both of your captains and use the other one to throw the last one up there. Assuming you're not doing anything with the other one in the first place.
Yeah, I don't know. So, once again, getting a half of a globe with a random microchip in it.
That doesn't even... Nah,
which allows you to move a few feet away to a different location.
Well, yeah, but think about it. Those feet are like miles. Then again, they also seem to have a completely different... They also seem to have a completely different season associated with it.
Yeah, I really don't know. There's a lot of... Well, I don't know if there still is, but there like used to be a lot of debate on like where and when this game takes place. It was apparently just based on Miyamoto's garden, but like... I have no idea.
I think the first one was, but I don't know about this one.
I'm just assuming that it's like some sort of alternate Earth. Because, I mean, like, it's the same aside from the fact that all these creatures now suddenly exist.
I always kind of assumed it to be somewhat apocalyptic for that reason.
I don't know, it could be.
Then again, at the end of... I could... Never mind. I'm not going to rant about my crackpot game theories. Anyway,
well, I'd like to hear them, but I think this is going to be over pretty soon, so... I don't know. How long will it take?
Yeah, this... Forget it. You've got a bunch of little plant people at your will, you know. Who cares about evolution? Who cares about geography? Who cares about...
Yeah, I don't know. It reminds me of that spore thing. It's like, shows natural progression of, like, mankind, and then suddenly it evolves into, like, a green thing with fins.
What am I suddenly reminded of? You want evolution, play, Evo Return to... You know, I can't... Why am I suddenly forgetting the name of the game that I'm trying to recommend?
Somebody told me to try that out a few days ago. The only reason I knew of that game is because it has a song and I Want to Be the Guy. And then I saw like a couple minutes of it and it looked kind of interesting, but I don't know. It
was one of those ROMs I kind of randomly downloaded and started playing.
Like Hong Kong 97.
Yeah, like Hong Kong 97.
Oh, good times.
I found that. That's another video.
Yes, it is. Anyway, 30 seconds left, so... Any last thoughts?
I'm a fish.
Are you now? I have no idea. Ooh, the music got fucked up. Did you hear it? Oh no, you have it muted, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think my version even has any sound.
Anyway, perplexing pool.